Welcome to Sermon a Day. I am Pastor Tom Estes, and this is your 5-minute sermon for February 8th, 2013. The title of today's message is, Your Kindness is Very Powerful. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32 says, And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. As a child of God, we know the number one reason that we are to do anything is out of obedience to God. Every good work that we do has to be about God first. If you feed the homeless, you know why you should do that first and foremost? Because you want to please the Lord. If you are kind to your husband, you know why you should want to do that? Because you want to please the Lord. If you work hard to raise your children right, you know why you should want to do that? Because you want to please the Lord and obey and be obedient to the Lord. So the number one reason we should be kind is just simply because we want to obey God. But after that, the thing that I think Christians forget about so quickly is how powerful your kind words can be. You know, I was thinking a lot today. I've had several people say kind things to me while I've been doing these Sermon a Day videos. And it's amazing. Every time I'd start to think, well, maybe nobody cares, somebody would say a kind word. After the first 8 or 9 days, I was starting to wonder, does anybody watch them? Out of nowhere, I get a message on Facebook from a guy I hadn't talked to in a while, I haven't seen in years, and he said, hey, I've been sick, and I look forward to these videos every day. They mean so much to me, and thank you. And that just motivated me beyond anything he'll ever know. I have a lady at our church that every day she gets on there and she makes a comment, and she tries to be encouraging, and it means a lot. I've had a friend of mine, a good old preacher friend of mine, call me and tell me how good of an idea he thought it was and how he enjoyed it. And, you know, that was a help to me. Just today I had another preacher friend of mine tell me, you know, what a testimony it was to him that I was continuing with this. And it's amazing how powerful those kind of words to me. For instance, we're renovating a part of our building here at Southside Baptist Church, and I've been working on it today, and this evening I was starting to get a little tired, and I just began to think about the kind words people had said to me. Now, they didn't say these kind words about the work I was doing over in that building. They said them about these videos. But I began to think about those kind words. And I began to feel good. And I began to feel happy. And what I realized, without even noticing it at first, was I was working a little faster over there. And I was trying to chip up some tile. And, you know, by the grace of God and through the power of the kind words of people that I've mentioned, I started to work a little bit harder. And it just got me to think, you know, we don't spend enough time focusing on that. As preachers, as Christians, independent Baptists, we're very doctrinally savvy, as we should be. And we care a great deal about our doctrine and about where we stand and about where others stand. And it seems that, myself included, I've been guilty of this. We're very quick to chastise someone when we believe they are in the wrong. And we miss an opportunity. We miss an opportunity to be kind. We miss an opportunity to influence that person maybe toward the right frame of mind. If indeed we're right and if indeed they're wrong like we think, we miss an opportunity to influence them, to take them down the right path by not being kind, by not being nice, because you know as well as I do, when somebody is nice to you and shows concern for you and shows appreciation for you, you'll be 1,000 times more willing to listen to their critiques or even their rebukes if you know this person has taken the time to be kind to you. But if a person is generally negative, generally unkind, when that person says something unkind, you're not going to pay any attention, even if they're right. I mean, you're not even going to give it any thought because you just think, well, that's the way they always are. They're always against me, or they're always down, or they're always this way. But there's so much power. I hesitate to use that word because I don't say that to try to build us up or puff us up. But there's so much use that God can get out of a kind word. If we will just take the time and have enough compassion to do so. You might hear a preacher preach, maybe a young preacher preach, and he might not do very well. But you know what? I guarantee you, if you think for a moment, you could find one thing in that sermon he did good. And you could make the effort to go to him and say, you know what? I appreciated this point that you made. That was excellent. I love that. That would make his day. But instead, as Christians, we tend to be negative. And I just want to encourage you, because I've been so encouraged today. Be kind. Your kindness will go a long way in the lives of those who you choose to be kind to. All right, that was your sermon for February 8th, 2013. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that watches these. These videos do not get a ton of views, but the views they get, I appreciate. And if it helps even one person, I mean it with all my heart. That's a blessing to me, and it's more than I deserve. I also want to invite you to our website, southsidewinterhaven.com. Everything you want to know about Southside Baptist Church, you'll find right there, so please check us out there. And if you're ever in Winter Haven, Florida, we got a spot for you at our church. We'd absolutely love to have you come and visit with us or come and join with us. And we'd love to be able to share Jesus Christ with you through the preaching of God's Word. God bless you, and have a great day.